Hey, what's going on, guys? Christian Hanna Horror here. We're back with another volume. I forgot whichever volume this is. It'll just be labeled on the video description. This is a series I really enjoy doing, and I get great feedback on them usually. So here's another volume of horror Blu-rays I want you to own. We're gonna start out, and I'm trying to be really responsible with this because I don't want to just put a bunch of out of print stuff in here that's like, oh, cool, that looks like it's up my alley, and then you go to try to find it, and it's like $1,000, so here we go. I'm going to go over 5 that I picked out that I think are truly worthy to be in your collection, especially if you're a physical media guy. The first one, I got to talk about this film because if I don't talk about it now, by the next time I decide to bring this one up, it will be so out of print and hard to get that it'll be $300. It's already getting to be limited quantity, if not now, very soon. The Steelbook for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. This, at this moment in time, is the absolute best way to see this movie because it's a 4K scan, and it looks really, really good. Obviously, you have to be a big Halloween 3 fan to want to get this right. I am. A lot of you know that I'm a massive Halloween 3 fanatic. It's my favorite in the entire franchise, from 1 to 2018. It's my number 1. And this Steelbook is the absolute best picture quality I have of this movie. I've got this version, the standalone Blu-ray that Scream Factory did. I've got the 10-disc set, the 15-disc set. You name it, I've got it. This is the way to watch this film at this moment in time. So I definitely think if you're a fan of Halloween 3, and if you really care about picture quality, which if you're into Blu-rays and stuff, I would imagine you do, to at least a certain extent, this is the way to watch this movie. So I encourage you, if you've been on the fence about this, I can tell you from my own personal experience, I notice a difference on this set. I think it's the best way to get the movie. So Halloween 3 from Scream Factory Steelbook. Next is a movie that is readily available. It does not cost an arm and a leg, and I definitely think it's worth it upgrading, if you already have the other one, to the unrated Evil Dead remake. I love this movie, and getting it uncut really is the way to go, because this movie will really make you go, ugh, like at least 3 or 4 times extra in the movie. It's a gruesome movie on its own right, because by 2013 the MPAA was not the harshest. I mean, Jason Takes Manhattan would have got a PG in retrospect if it came out today, but this movie looked disgusting uncut. Absolutely disgusting, and that's awesome, right? So if you're a fan of Evil Dead, I highly recommend getting the uncut Blu-ray that I believe actually just came out a few years ago. Not even, it came out past the release of the film physically, sometime later. I think it was just a couple years ago that this got released. Worth it. It's highly worth it. I really think it is. It's just the better version of the film. Sometimes uncut makes a film better, and in my opinion, it just gravitates towards being disgusting, and so seeing the rest of it, I think, benefits the film big time. Next is probably my favorite Stephen King adaptation. Again, this one is the best picture quality you can see this movie with. Great 2K restoration. Absolute great audio on this. Great commentaries, new commentaries. Actually, one of these is featuring Justin Beam, who was just on Pizzow's live stream about the Friday the 13th box set, which was great. Children of the Corn from Arrow. I think this is... I couldn't imagine watching this film any other way besides this release. I'm so in love with this release. It looks beautiful. What I love about Arrow, and really Scream Factory too, is they keep the integrity of the look of the film. They don't do any of that, what do you call it, digital noise reduction, DNR, whatever it's called. They don't do that kind of stuff. And this movie is grainy and beautiful and just the best looking it can be, I think. I mean, I'm sure if they ever do a 4K, it should look better. Sometimes I've gotten 4Ks that did not look better, in my opinion. But right now, this is the absolute best way to watch it. It is chock full of special features. So much great stuff by so many great people who are involved in it. I love it. Children of the Corn from Arrow, the way to own that movie. Next is an interesting one, okay? And I want to talk about this. This is the Scream 5 film set. Now, I want to tell you exactly why you need to own this. Because even if you were a partial Scream fan, like I am, I don't love all the Scream movies, okay? Big fan of 1, okay with, and I'm good with 2. I like both 1 and 2. Really, I kind of like them the same. Not really big on 3, not really big on 4. This is why you need this exact set. Scream 5 film set. Okay? Not any of that. See this disc right here? Still Screaming and Scream, the Inside Story. Those documentaries are absolutely amazing, and they're feature length, and they talk about everything with the making of Scream. These 2 documentaries, Still Screaming and Scream the Inside Story, are the selling point for this Blu-ray set. Now, you can still get this set. I saw it on Amazon. If you're a partial Scream fan, but you love documentaries and making ofs, oh my God, some of the best documentaries I've ever seen. So this Scream 5 film set is the set to own. And if you're a Scream fan, definitely, because they look good. But trust me, those documentaries are amazing. And last but certainly not least, this release is absolutely fantastic for this film. It has had multiple Blu-ray releases over the last 5 years, and only one has gotten it right and given it the merit and due diligence that it deserves. And it just recently came out from Scream Factory. My number 1 for this list is Big Trouble in Little China from Scream Factory. This is a must because they actually got some great interviews with some of the Oriental cast, and I've always wanted to know what these people thought about this film. They did an amazing job on this film, on this release. It looks absolutely fantastic, but the special features are great on this release. You know, like I said, there were some bare bones Blu-rays and previous releases, and while they contain the film, which is amazing, right? This is easily top 5 John Carpenter for me. This one gave it the merit it truly deserved, and it's amazing. I mean, this Big Trouble in Little China release is fantastic. I highly recommend getting it now, you know, because I don't know if these will ever go out of print, these John Carpenter titles, but I can guarantee you don't want to not own these on Blu-ray, especially if you're a fan of John. So if you have the bare bones, set it to the side. Go ahead and upgrade to this. It's one of my favorite releases Scream Factory's ever done because they really gave it some heart and soul. So those are 1, 2, 3. I did 5 of them. Those are 5 horror Blu-rays I want you to own. Again, tell me some that I maybe have not covered yet you would like me to cover for everybody else. And of course, just drop your favorites in the comment section below. Let us all know what we need to own and help us build each other's collections up, and let us know about hidden gems in terms of special features on things that, you know, maybe selling points. Again, you know, this set right here, the documentaries are amazing. I love the documentaries for Scream in there, and Wes is in there, Nev's in there, everybody's in them, so they're great. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.